I just realized I'm wearing a black t-shirt and a black hair cover for the second day in a row. Maybe the weather is influencing me more than I thought. This has been storming and raining in Georgia for a couple days now, but it is a completely different day and I am doing a different eye look. So if you want to see what I think about these little quads, it's particularly the Rebel Grays, keep on watching. Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Erin and I like to talk about all things beauty, entertainment, and books. I love reacting to movies and talking about them, doing looks with makeup and talking about makeup, and also throwing in some book content here and there. Today we're going to be looking at this quad from Juvia's Place. I have two of them. I have the grays and I also have the army one, and they're all in this like rebel line that, or rebel collection, I guess, that just came out from Juvia's Place. I'm going to be playing with the gray ones today. Totally matching the weather. It's gray and cloudy and rainy out here today in Georgia. It's been raining a lot, just that time of the year. But this collection is super beautiful. I hopped on it as soon as I saw these quads and that they were coming out. Usually Juvia's Place, when they announce something, it's either like they drop it and it's just, you know, go run and get it, or they'll announce it and it's going to be coming in very quickly, like a couple days. So super excited about this. Beautiful. Okay, let's get into it. All right, you guys, I've already primed my eyes with the Pretty Vulgar Eyeshadow Primer. It looks a little patchy there. Okay, hopefully that doesn't bother. All right, so with this gray one, obviously you're going to get a monochromatic look. I'm going to hop into this gray here, which almost looks like a satin, but I think it's like a satin matte type of thing. I'm going in with this Rephr 15 brush, which I just got some new Rephr brushes. This is my first time using this one, and this is the number 15. I got a bundle that they had in the concept store on sale. I'm loving the Rephr brand so far, and I actually did a video. Yeah, see, that's kind of shiny. So in this, it's only like one true matte. All right, there's the first shade. I'm not loving the way it looks. I think it's because I put too much eye primer on and it looked patchy. So now the shadows are going on patchy. So not the fault of the eyeshadow palette, that's my fault. I put on way too much eyeshadow primer and now it's looking a little weird. And that shade also is very light and has glitter in it. So I don't know if that was the best choice for in the crease. But I'm going to go in with the deep matte shade inside the palette next, which is this one here. These don't have shade names or anything. So that darker deep, basically, and I'm just gonna pop it into the crease. All right, so far so good. I'm gonna go next into some shimmer shades. Let me pull out a flat brush, clean flat brush. Yep, here we go. BH Cosmetics brush. I don't know if it has a name, but it's just like this nice flat type of shader brush. I'm gonna go into these shimmers. I'm gonna go into this one on the outer part and that one in the inner part, since I think that'll go perfect. So I'm gonna start on my outer. I'm gonna pick that up. Ooh, it picked up really nicely. Let's see how it applies dry first. I usually spray my shimmers no matter what, but I'm gonna, ooh. Oh my. Wow. That, can you guys see that? That is like liquid metal on there. Wow, that's really very much, oh, I was not expecting that beautiful. Okay, I probably should yeah, I don't even need to spray these at all or put down a glitter glue. That applied beautifully. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the lighter shimmer now. All right, you guys, I'm going to take this Rephr 12, number 12 brush and go in with this shade. I have used this one, although I just got it. I used it for the first time yesterday. I didn't film or anything, but I just got these brushes. and I used it for the first time yesterday. I really loved it, but I'm gonna use it again today, and I'm going to go back into this deep shade to deepen out the outer part of the eye. And this one's kind of like got a much stubbier but stiffer shape and build, so I think it's great for packing shadows on. Alright, you guys, I'm back here with the other eye done. I did it off camera. I really like the way it looks so far, and I really love these colors. I will say, because of me messing up the eyeshadow primer, not smoothing it down correctly and putting way too much on, it did make the eyeshadows look a bit patchy, but actually you really can't even notice it after me doing a little extensive blending off camera. And I feel like these brushes as well help save it this look, because otherwise I think it would have been a little messy. But I really do like the way it looks so far. I think the shadows blended together really beautifully, and I really love these shades. I will say this shade is a bit deceiving. I thought it was a matte, but it's like a matte with shimmer kind of thing, and I don't like how it looks in the crease. I don't like how I started with that shade in the crease. I would have rather have put that on the lid or something. Way too shimmery to be, for me personally, like my taste. It doesn't look bad. I actually really love a shimmery, and I do shimmers in my crease sometimes, but I just wasn't going for that with this look, and it kind of threw me off base. But shadow, the performance of the shadow are great, so there's no issues with that. So far so good. I'm gonna go into the lower lash line now though, and I'm gonna take this deeper shade here and go into the lower lash line. Next, I am going to take some of the shimmers. I think I'm going to go ahead and go in with this one here. This is the sort of more deeper one of the shimmers included. There is a little bit of fallout with these, but not much. Not anything worse than other palettes, and I always do my eyes first, so I never have any issues with the palette if it has some fallout. The only palette I can think of that had an excessive amount of fallout to the point where I was like upset, or like the fact that I didn't like the formula, is the Melt Beetlejuice palette. I had some issues with the shimmer in that one. I had some issues with the whole palette actually. Way too pigmented. Some of the shades were just so pigmented to the point where you can't blend it out, and you have to like maneuver and whatnot the palette. But pretty palette overall, just really hard to work with. All right, that is pretty much what I'm going to do for the eyes. I've already primed my skin before I went in with my eyes, although I'm going to have to brush off some of the little sparkles that kind of got here. Not a lot of it, but you probably can't even see it on camera. And then I'm going to go in with the Fenty Eavesdrop Blurring Skin Tint for my base today, so I'm going to do that off camera. Alright, you guys, here I am back with the foundation. I look very ghostly. The past couple videos I've filmed, I've been looking ghostly. This is a bit light for me. I think I've got quite a bit color recently, but this was a like perfect shade when I first got it, but I've gotten tanner, so it's looking a little ghosty. So if I look a little ghosty to you guys, I'm sorry about that. We're gonna bronze up, it's okay. So I'm gonna go in with these Blush Mallow bronzers. I think I'm gonna use two different shades. I'm gonna like kind of mix them. This one is Angel Kisses. These are from JK Beauty. Let me say that first. Very affordable, really great formula. They're like a putty formula. They remind me a lot of the new putty, when the e.l.f. putty bronzers just came out and I tried those. They remind me a lot of these ones, which I've already been using these ones for quite a while. So I was familiar with that e.l.f. formula. It's kind of a similar kind of thing. It's kind of like a putty, almost like the Super Shock. Yeah, so these are really nice, guys. I'm applying this one first. It's called S'more Pom Pom. It's the dark, deeper one. I just want to show you guys how beautifully these apply. This one's more almost like running towards a contour shade for me, so I'm putting this one like right here and blending it up a little bit. Then I'm taking Angel Kisses, which you could use as a blush as well if you like that kind of brownie tone. I use it as a blush as well sometimes, but today I'm using it more as my bronzer, and I put that one over the top and blend it up a bit. And as you can see, blended really nicely with the other one, as well as brought some more warmth. And it just is so easy to use. It goes on the skin beautifully. Love it. All right, I'm gonna bronze up a couple more places. All right, I'm doing that thing where I forget to put on concealer and I start doing everything else. I'm going with the Born This Way concealer from NYX, again, off camera. Next for blush, I'm gonna go again using the blush Mallows from JCat. I just really love these. I think they're beautiful. This is in the shade Honey Me. I can't believe these are like $3-4. These are like really great cream bronzers, and they kind of go on like a powder form, like they're cream to powder type of thing. And it has that, like I said, that kind of, ooh, might have been too much. Kind of has that putty texture. Sorry, that's my nieces. Alright, guys. Loving the blush, a little clownish, but looking cute. And I'm going into, I love a clownish look. I'm going into this ColourPop Lantern Fest Super Shock highlighter. I think this was one of their highlighters they came out with for Lunar New Year one year. And I'm using this Luxie 737 tapered highlighting brush. I just got this. Usually sometimes I apply Super Shock highlighters with finger, but today I'm going to use a brush. I think the Super Shock highlighter formula is one of my favorites from ColourPop. I think it's one of the good highlighter formulas for sure. Definitely been more into like a cream or putty highlighter formula for a while now, and I'm really getting more into cream and liquid highlighters for sure. All right, you guys, I'm pretty much almost done. I went ahead and did my brows, just brushed some brow gel through Benefit Give Me Brow, mascara, essence, and I set everything with the Morphe setting spray. Now to finish off this eye look, I'm just gonna pop something in the inner corner, and that's it. I'm gonna pop in this silver, which is already in the inner part of the eye, and that's gonna be the look, you guys. I'm gonna pop something on the lips as well. It's insane how beautiful that is. Kind of connect everything. Alright, you guys, here is the final look. Like I said, I just popped that into the inner corner, and on my lips I put just I blotted my lips with the lipstick, if that makes sense. Pink Dust from Flower Beauty, one that I've been loving forever. Love that lipstick, that's my favorite. But I didn't like opaquely put it on. I kind of like dabbed it over and then smoothed it, and then topped it with this lip oil, so I'm not getting the full color from the lipstick, and it's kind of got a like translucentness to it as I'm putting over the lip oil. And I got this one, I actually got this as a gift, and it's from LA Colors. Yeah, okay, so let me just give you my final thoughts on this palette, the grays. So I really love everything going on with this palette. I think it's really, really pretty. I love all the shades in here. I do think this shade here was a bit disappointing. I thought that was a matte, but it blended out beautifully, and it overall looks really nice at the final look. The two shimmers are both really beautiful. They went on the eye like liquid silver, honestly. I do say they are kind of, once they get on the eye, they're a little bit similar, but there is a distinct difference. I do notice the difference. It's just that when you get it on the eye, it does kind of not, you can't see it that much how they're different. And then the matte, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So really, really like this. Very affordable little quads from Juvia's Place. Definitely, if you're thinking about picking those up, I would say they're great. And we're gonna be trying the Army one out tomorrow, so awesome. Thank you guys, and I'm going to be putting those two videos together, so I guess I will wait to do my outro for tomorrow. Yeah. Alright guys, next you're going to be seeing me play with this. It's going to be a whole day for me, but for you it's going to be in a couple seconds. Alright you guys, it's the next day, and I'm going into the Rebel Army palette. This is the green one. Look how pretty that is. Wow. Okay, so it has the plastic sheet over it, just like the other palette. These are bam, these are popping, and they have a like nice richness to them, at least in the pan. Let's go ahead and get this on the eyes. I've already had my eye primed with the All About That base. This is the eyeshadow primer from JCat Beauty. I like this one a lot, but I have been using my other one a lot more because I'm trying to pan it, and I really like this formula from Pretty Vulgar, but this one's pretty good too. I wouldn't say it's like my all-time favorite, but I don't know if I love this one, but I don't know if I found my all-time favorite. I haven't tried that many eyeshadow primers. Alright, so yeah, let's go ahead and hop into it. I'm going to start with a matte, and I'm going to just put that right into the crease. I'm using the Rephr 15 brush again, and do I have some more? I do. Let me see. I actually have these other Rephr brushes that I haven't used. These are smaller. I think these might be nice to do some more. Maybe I'll use these today. I'll use the Rephr 14 because I haven't used this one. Let's try it out. I'm going to dip into that green shade and just pop that right into the crease. Wow, did you guys see how easily that blended out? And I like how small this brush is so I can get really detail more work, but that blended out really easily. So I'm going to just build it up in the crease. I'm doing this eye first. I'm going to take this bigger brush. This is the 15, it has no product on it, and just kind of see if I can blend out the edges. Alright, you guys, I'm going to go next into this deep shade here and deepen up in the outer corner. This is a Rephr number 13 brush. So, first time using it, and it's a bit, yeah, I'd say this one's a bit more long and tapered in a minute, and this is kind of more rounded and almost flat across. So I'm going to just dip into that deep green and pack that onto the outer corner. Alright, you guys, we're going into shimmers, and yesterday the shimmers in the gray palette definitely blew me away. I'm going to go start in this one here, this deeper one, put that close to the outer corner. I'm going to apply it dry first just to see if it has the same effect as the gray palette. For sure, it definitely doesn't need to be sprayed. I think it was really, really nice without spraying if you don't like to spray. But I think I'm going to spray the second shade and just give it, just so I have a little more pop. But it looks really, really good, just like the gray palette, without even spraying it. And I really like that color. It's kind of like an army green. And then next, I cleaned off my brush with the brush cleaner. And now I'm going to go into this shade right here, which is a bit of a more bright green. So I'm going to just pick that up on my brush. Ooh. Okay, I think I picked up too much product. That one's a bit more flaky. I am going to spray this one. I'm going to use just any old setting spray. This one is Maven Beauty. This one. And oh, if you guys hear any like white noise in the background, that's because my fan is on. It is hot in Georgia, although cloudy. And so that's going to go on the inner part of the eye. Ooh. Yeah, look at how much more vibrant they are sprayed. Wow. That is beautiful. Alright, you guys, I'm going to do the lower lash line. I'm just going to do it now. I'm going to take some of this deeper shade into the outer part of the lower lash line. And I'm going to use the Rephr 13 brush. It's nice and thin, so I think it'll be great to blend under the lower lash line. Next, I'm going to take the little lighter green. Again, same brush, just clean it off with the brush cleaner. Ooh, that is very pigmented. And then I'm just going to pop a little bit of that lighter green shade in the inner part and kind of match it up to the top. If you ever mess up, you can always kind of clean up with concealer or whatever. Alright, that looks really nice. I think that is going to be the eye look. I'm going to do the other eye off camera and come back with my face complete. Alright, you guys, here I am back with the final look. Oh, forgot a couple steps here. Setting spray. Let's get that over. Probably should have done that before I did my lips, but that's okay. And then mascara. I'm just going to use the CoverGirl Professional 3-in-1. This is kind of like a low-key mascara, if I were to describe it as something. Not super duper dramatic. Alright, you guys, now I'm back with the final look, and I'm loving everything about it. The greens are just absolutely beautiful. I think they go perfectly with my little dress I have on today. Definitely a monochromatic moment, and I just can't get over how good quality these are. Juvia's place always has great quality, but these I feel like are just like another level. I don't know. So absolutely love it. I think these green shades just work together so beautifully. And of course, you might be only able to get like one kind of look from this, but it is a quad, and I love the curated color story of it. I think this gets perfect, and I do love a monochromatic moment, so these are definitely a little great choice for me. And I really love the grays because I don't have that many palettes with grays. I do have a couple, and I don't wear grays that often, so this is definitely added to my collection. And I also feel like I really love the greens as well. I think it's something special and unique to my collection as well. Packaging, again, always beautiful from Juvia's place, and design and everything, and I have to say the quality is so good for both of these palettes. So hopefully you got, you know, a little bit of inspiration, or if you were thinking about picking these up, this video will help you out somewhat. I'm gonna just throw some quick swatches up, probably do it off camera and just come back and show you guys, and then yeah, that'll probably be the end of the video. Let me tell you what I have on my face today. Just really quickly, I have the LYS Triple Fix Serum Foundation in the shade TG7. I have the Kosas concealer on in the shade 07. For blush today, I went in with my Wet n Wild Mega Glow blush. This is a stick blush, really great formula, really nice. It's kind of shiny in a way, and I topped that with the Natasha Denona Bloom highlighting blush. Love this. And for highlighter, I used my Disney Villains. I kind of already had a bit of highlight from this, so I just put a little bit of this on. And for bronzer today, I'm actually wearing my Wet n Wild bronzer. 2 Wet n Wild products in this video. Okay, love this bronzer. It's kind of like got a very nice natural sheen to it, which is really nice. All the products I use today are kind of glowy, so that's great. This one is in the shade Sunset Strip Tease. That's a mouthful. On my lips, I have a combination of this little gloss. I really love this. I used to love this gloss. I still do. And whenever I do a monochromatic orange look, this is the go-to. NY Beauty High Shine Lip Gloss. And I blotted it out a little bit, and I topped it with the LA Colors Lip Oil, which I used yesterday as well. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's everything that I have on my face. Oh, brows. Just Benefit Brow Gel brush through. So let me go ahead and do some swatches off camera, and I'll be right back, and that'll be the end of the video. Alright, here are the swatches for both palettes. As you can see, hopefully this helps if you needed swatches on a medium tan or tan deep skin, tan skin tone. Hopefully that'll help you guys out. I think that the palette is just absolutely beautiful, both of them. And just depending on, based on how this wore yesterday, I will say go ahead and guess that this is going to wear really nicely today, because this was on my eyes all day, had no issues. I don't usually have issues with eyeshadows fading though. Rarely do I have that issue, but my eyelids are a bit drier, so keep that in mind. And I always prime my eyes as well, so But yeah, the gray one lasted all day yesterday, and I'm assuming the green one is going to do the same. But yeah, there's the swatches, you guys. Hopefully that was helpful. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up down below. Leave me a comment down in the comment section if you're interested in these or if you picked one up. And yeah, subscribe if you want to see more content like this in the future, or check out any other content on my channel. But yeah, that's it for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay safe. Adios.